guys headed now?
I think Todd has the team and the organization heading in the right direction. I think Mike McCadden and Todd has done a great job of bringing the guys that they want to bring in. And now you have a second year of a full offseason together where you have your coaching staff, you have the guys you want to have, and now you're finna get ready to bring in some more guys that Todd Bowles and Mike McCadden can agree on and bring the guys that's going to do what they're supposed to do. Now, I think that's the biggest thing. Todd is very big on making sure guys are doing their job and being accountable for themselves and for their teammates. And what you do on the field is how you're going to be graded. It's not what you do anything else. You can't be a rah-rah person and go out there and be not the person that you're being when you're talking. He wants you to be the same guy you are when you're talking on the football field and go out there and perform at a very high level, and that's what Todd is going to look for. I can see them also going to look for some more outside rushers, outside pass rushers. I think Lorenzo Malden came onto himself later on in the season. And I think we're going to add more speed around the corner to try to get after the Tom Brady's, after the guys that we need to try to get off for we can win more games.
Interesting. Stephen A.
Go ahead.
How the hell did you lose to Buffalo twice?
You know what? We didn't capitalize on the opportunities that we had to win the game. We had opportunities, and we lost. You got to give credit to Rex. He came and got everyone ready, and we didn't capitalize when we needed to. We took things we took it for granted.
How much I was getting ready to go there. You took it for granted because I wanted to know how do I put this? Rex's familiarity with you guys, how much do you think that factored into you ultimately losing to him twice? Knowing you guys, your tendencies, how you think, how you play, how much did that factor into the equation?
No, honestly, man, I don't think none. I think the first game, we made it bigger. We made it bigger than what it was because Rex was coming back. It was Thursday night football. We were wearing these all green uniforms. They was wearing they all red, alternate, whatever you want to call it. Special year for. We made the game bigger than what it was the first game. Second game, we knew what opportunities that we had to go out and go win and go out there, and we didn't. We didn't capitalize. We didn't do a good job on the defense side with them getting off the field on third downs. That's something that we was doing a very good job of. We turned the ball over on offense, something that we won doing the last 5 games our 5-game win streak that we had. And we went into those games, and we did the opposite of what we did. So we didn't capitalize on the things we needed to. We got them on 3rd and 10, 3rd and 14, and they were still getting first down. So you got to look at it from that standpoint of how we went into this game, and we didn't capitalize on the things that we needed to and get them off the field, and we turned the ball over on offense.
So we had Sammy Watkins on the other day on the show from Phoenix talking about Clemson, but we asked him about games against you guys, and he basically said that he thought he got the best of Darrelle Revis in both games. Do you agree with that assessment?
In both games? I think the first game he had, 4 catches for like 37 yards or something like that?
How about the second game?
Love it. You got a stat.
Second game, he had 9 for 136.
How do you know this stuff?
I'm a football junkie.
You guys should hang out.
I think it's like 9 for like 136, 137. I mean, the first game, though. I say second game, it was a battle. It was a battle. I mean, when you go back and watch the film, they was going at it. And, I mean, Sammy got some good parts. Reeves scored. I mean, he got some good parts. But, he capitalized on some of the things that he did. He got the best of them in this game. I would say that. And, I mean, he played a heck of a game, and you got to tip it off to a young guy like that. He went out and he was ready to battle against Revis. Revis was ready to battle.
AC.
And he knew what it was. He knew what it was going to be. What's going on? Go ahead and say what you got to say, Skill. Let me say, Steve, let's go.
I got a question, man.
What's up?
Listen, we all know that Darrelle Revis is a bad boy, one of the greatest. One of the greatest. I'm talking about one of the greatest to ever do what he has done.
Yes.
Sammy Watkins went on record and said that Revis definitely lost a step compared to what he had the previous year. He didn't sit there and knock him, of course, not but respect for him, acknowledging that Revis may very well come back and be better next year. But he said just comparing this season to last year, you could see a difference. That's what he said.
Honestly,
your response.
Honestly, I don't know. I can't say that. Because even you think about this. You look at that first game when they tried to go deep on Revis. Revis was there step for step. I don't see you say Revis lost a step. Revis had an off game.
Was he nicked at all that we don't know about?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. But Sammy went on and came and played. He won the matchup. And you got to tip your hat off to him. He did the things he needed to do. I mean, they drew up some stuff where they put him in stacks. They did him certain things to make it seem where he wasn't going to run deep, and he ran shorter routes. So, and also you got to look into it too. A lot of stuff that we played, we was trying to push him into coverage. Also, we're trying to push Sammy across the field to, if he runs across, we can take whatever route, because we knew where the ball was going to go. They disguised, Greg Roman disguised up some stuff to get him in the stacks where you couldn't get your hands on him all the time. So it was hard to do that. And you look at the first game, they didn't do that with him that much in the first game. This game, they came to something with a different method, put him in stacks and put him in bunches. They try to make sure that Reeves didn't get his hands on him. So that plays into it too. You got to look at the scheme of how they're playing things, and most people don't understand what we're going on and playing. We're not always playing man-to-man coverage. We're sometimes playing a zone coverage. So it may look like Reeves is being caught on or someone's being caught on, but that's not the case. It's all about a scheme. We have two coverages in one call, so someone may get mixed up in that coverage. So it's not. You got to look at the whole. You got to look at the whole entire scheme of everything.
Well, I'm asking because the reason I asked the question is because it wasn't what we thought or what we saw.
Definitely.
Quoting Sammy Watkins.
Oh no.
I'm quoting.
All right. Okay. To me, Reeves has not lost a step. He's gotten smarter. He understands it more, but he has not lost a step at all.
How sold are you now, because you lost to him twice, on Tyrod Taylor as a franchise quarterback, somebody they can hang their hat on for a while?
I would like to see him with a little more consistency. I think he needs to be smarter when he's running the ball. No need to try to take the big hits. Don't try to fight for extra yards. You're a quarterback. If you want to be a franchise quarterback, be smart about what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Take care of yourself. Get down on the ground. That offense fits him very well. If you think about Kaepernick when he had some good years with Greg Roman, they ran the read option, and that's the same thing they can do with there. And now you think about that. If you think about it, they didn't have LaShawn McCoy playing either. So you add that into that mix. I think you have the weapons around Tyrod Taylor to go out and be a franchise quarterback for the Buffalo Bills.
And obviously you guys – go ahead, Stephen A.
No, quick question I want to ask you, considering what Skip asked about Tyrod Taylor, how are you feeling about your own quarterback, Ryan Fitzpatrick? Do you feel comfortable with staying with him, or do you think that the team should go out and keeping him on board, of course, but also take a look at somebody like RG3 who's expected to be available?
I would take Ryan Fitzpatrick over any quarterback right now.
Whoa.
That's coming out for free agency, draft, whatever.
Really?
He understands the system. He's played in the system before. He can go out and make changes during the game. And that's what you need from a quarterback. For quarterbacks and the receiver be on the same page. If they see something, he can go in and change it. And that's what it's about. All guys being on the same page. And he had a heck of a year, 31 touchdowns. And I'm looking forward to him throwing another 30-some touchdowns next year.
Wow.
Certainly a ringing endorsement for Fitzpatrick there. Just to be the stat police, he went 3 for 14, Sammy, and then 11 for 136 in the second game. We're having fun with Antonio. I think he's having fun. He hasn't left us yet, and he's sticking around for this next block. Aaron Rodgers is very relaxed because all the pressure is on the Cardinals. The guys will tell you if they concur after the break.